just obey the rules. Rewrite them. It says, don't just listen to stories. Inhabit them. It says, don't just accept the limits. Overclock beyond them. It says, don't just play games. Revel in them. Unleash them. It says, seriously, is every game Battle Royale now? Or is it just me? From mountaintops
Go on.
to dungeons. From deep waters to deeper space. From solo quests to mass engagements. There is magic in PC gaming. Let's celebrate that magic together.
First, all of you came out to the Wiltern. Thanks for joining us. The Wiltern is just a beautiful venue here in Los Angeles. To all of you online on Twitch, thanks for joining us. To those co-streaming partners, hey, as well,
Hi.
I'm talking to you, Dropped Frames. Great to have you here. And of course, to all the wonderful sponsors that help make the PC Gaming Show come back again.
You're doing that now too. Coffee Stain. Aren't those the guys who made Goat Simulator? Why does this look like No Man's Sky? Satisfactory.
Now, our next game, believe it or not, is in the Battle Royale genre.
incredibly well aiming AI. Because that couldn't have been a real person. Maverick's Proving Grounds.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Maverick's Proving Grounds is the CEO of Automaton Games.
Oh.
I'm so sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place. An ancient underground city. Its existence long forgotten. Searching for a way out. All I found is a window into the past. If even one person here commits a sin, everyone will die. I tried to set things right, but whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. It's all up to you now. Go back, investigate, talk to everyone, help them out if it'll win their trust. Bend the rules as far as you can. Figure out who's responsible for this, and maybe you can do what I never could. Save these people. Save yourself.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
That actually sounds interesting.
Coming up on the PC Gaming Show, what's next for Killing Floor 2? And an unannounced game from Tripwire Interactive. And now your host, Sean Plott.
Our next game is a blast from the past. It's
Delightful new spaceship.
You must be humans. We've heard so much about you.
Exclusive preview. Nice. Ugh. Buy now on Steam?
You know, people that live in the city, they are very different, like different social classes, gangs, cultists, poor people, rich people, but they are all united by fear. You know, they are all afraid, maybe except for the cultists, of course, they are all afraid that, you know, for their lives because of the flood, because of the monsters. And you know, we actually want to understand what's going on. We want to understand what lies behind this ostensibly supernatural flood. And what's even funny is that while everybody is afraid, nobody wants to leave. But this is kind of a different story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked a little bit about the story world and how it's inspired by Lovecraft. What about the game mechanics? You've mentioned the sanity mechanic in the past.
Indeed, we do have a sanity mechanic which directly impacts gameplay. You know, when our hero is under a lot of stress, when he's
Sanity mechanic? What is this? Amnesia?
Or even when he's making a
Please? Something I actually want. Valkyria Chronicles, Bayonetta, Vanquish, Tetris, Shenmue? Or is that a frickin' Yakuza thing. Shenmue 1 and 2. Tales off? Or not. Would have been weird. That sure looks Yakuza. What the heck? Oh yeah. So far, nothing I want. Yeah, no.
Yakuza 0 is available for pre-order right now and will be releasing on Steam in early August. We hope you've been enjoying the show thus far. We have so much more great stuff to come.
Gaming show. All new gameplay footage of Just
Cause 4.
A closer look at The Walking Dead.
Oh.
The final season. All new gameplay footage of Hitman. And now your host, Sean Plott.
As we do each year at the PC Gaming Show, in addition to talking about games, we're also going to talk about some of the upcoming hardware trends. To join me in talking about it is the Senior Brand Manager from Acer. It's Eric Ackerson. Thanks for joining me up here, Eric.
Sean, really excited to be here.
Now, I just want to straight up ask, what are some of the big trends?
Now,
We were so many things. Husbands and wives, doctors and teachers, writers and architects. But when the world ended, all that ended too.
You might have gone a little bit into overkill on the whole game.
And I have more good news.
Cap.
We focus on narrative. We've had our roots in the old school point and click adventure games, but we've developed our own cinematic style and almost a signature mechanic like our choice wheel.
Yeah.
And that's all familiar. That should, the choices branch the narrative. What's new this year? We have traditionally combat and action. We've done with QTEs.
Yes.
Like swipes and button mashes and all of that. This year, with the final season, we're introducing segments of unscripted combat.
Yeah,
Oh.
we see some of this right here.
Yeah, so Clem's probably just brutalized a zombie there.
of course she is.
And
Oh yeah, so we also have the orbital cam, like the over-the-shoulder camera. So that's offering our players opportunities to explore our environments, which you can also see from the B-roll. Is they're looking really, really good with this graphic black art style that we're employing.
Yeah, because in the previous games it was much more of a directed camera from scene to scene, but now you can really sort of explore the environment on your own.
Absolutely, yeah, and yeah.
Now I want to ask about the story. I mean, Telltale games always have that as the central feature. Where does The Walking Dead, the final season, start off?
Okay, so it starts. Clementine has been on the road for a long time. We are post-time jump in the comics. She's been on the road. She's traveling with AJ, who is an orphan boy, who is the closest thing that she has to family. But they're reaching the end of it. They are running out of steam on the road. It's proving to be untenable. So the final season, Clementine discovers a school, a secluded school, where there are no adults, and essentially sees that this might be a place that they could call home.
Yeah, and what are the sort of challenges that she's going to face throughout the season?
Oh, all kinds of challenges. Yeah, like zombie threat all the time.
Tough.
Yeah, of course. And then there's always the external threat. Like at some point, there are going to be adults coming in representing external threats that she's going to have to deal with.
Now, Melissa, I want to ask what your experience has been like, because it's rare to have, you know, a voice actress journey along with the character in a multi-year journey. I mean, how long ago was the first recording that you did?
Well, it was 2012, but we might have even started in 2011. I don't know.
We're not going to do math on air.
Yeah,
That's
we're not
always
doing
a
math.
bad idea.
That's not happening right now. It's been a long time, and it's not only just playing one character. It's actually been aging with her, growing with her, and falling deeper and deeper in love with her, and you know, starting as this young child who's, you know, playing as Lee. It's your job to protect her, and then organically moving through all these seasons, and now you're playing as Clementine. I mean, really, this is a fan-driven game, so this final season is for the fans, and you know, you're going to be playing as Clementine and protecting AJ, and this is just near and dear to my heart. And
I mean, how do you feel about the fact that this is the end?
Well, I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm super sad. I'm super psyched. You know, of course, it'll be sad to end her journey, but
honestly, I myself
really
am pretty glad that it's the last season, because it would get pretty drawn out.
Are going to crush it. So sad but happy. It's all very confusing. I'm a very confused human right now. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm someone who's played through all of the Telltale Walking Dead games. I would love to know when the final season is coming out.
August 14th. Yeah, we ship
Nice.
August 14th, and it's available for pre-order right now.
Be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for joining me on stage today.
Thank
Once
you.
again, that's
Thank you.
thewalkingdeadgames.com.
Huh.
Wow. Great suits. I mean, I gotta ask, as two fully trained medical professionals, how does one run a hospital in Two Point Hospital? What's going on with the mic? Wait, oh my gosh, is the stethoscope eliminating your microphone? Oh, you know what? We do this every year. Come here, talk to me.
Okay.
How do we run a hospital?
So Two Point Hospital is a game about designing and building your own hospital. It's
talk directly.
That was a thing.
You said don't talk there.
Yeah.
I got to look out here, you said.
Yeah, no, just look straight at the ground.
There's a lot of customization. Is this not working at all?
Yeah, it's great.
Doing great. Carry on.
I'll carry on then. Yeah, a lot of customization, a lot of interesting characters in our world, which with all these different characters, we had to come up with some really interesting illnesses and cures for them. And you have fun in Two Point County exploring different regions and curing people with different ailments. And as you can see on the screen, we've got... this is real. We actually researched this. It's a certain enema. And also you can train people. You can train your doctors to be better, your nurses to be better. Do research so you can unlock new wonderful cures.
Yeah. You know,
saying everything, isn't it?
Sorry, I didn't know if my
Yeah, so this is literally a spiritual successor to that game.
The sort of late game sort of experience that you'll be playing through, because this looks like it's quite deep into the running of a hospital.
Yeah, this is later on. So you start off and you're researching and you're training up staff, you're diagnosing illnesses, and you're hopefully curing them and making money, and then getting off.
I see this malady. Yeah, I see this malady called turtle head. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Yes. It's when the head becomes so shrunken it gets stuck in the neck orifice, just pops out slightly, and it has to be extracted. And Mark, how's it get extracted?
This is something you've maybe we've all been there. I know. This is
Yep.
one where,
Yep.
you know, a little bit of suction always
Definitely
helps, and
the same
And
stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
We had to research how to do that.
that's actually a real illness. For
Yeah, it is. It's
northern
real.
England.
now I had to ask about something that I think every young man has to deal with at some point. What is a monobrow infestation?
Yeah. Well, monobrow is
Follically enhanced.
Yes.
Problem. We've all been there.
Yeah. I haven't.
No, okay.
But it needs to be diagnosed and cured pretty quickly. If it doesn't, it'll fester, and you might shed a bit of hair. And in fact,
it will actually leave the body, and it needs to be got rid of before the health inspectors arrive.
It looks like the monobrows are multiplying in the hospital.
They breed they're big breeders. The
yeah,
monobrows.
they like
monobeasts.
they like dirty places. Disgusting.
Dude.
So you've got to keep your hospital clean and well maintained.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to breed, and you'll have a trouble.
I want to ask about sort of how the game evolves over time.
And we're coming later in the year.
We're told.
No.
Well, I'm personally, again, really looking forward to it coming out. Thanks so much for joining me, Doctor and Doctor.
Thank you.
I'm also looking forward to that.
Hospital.
Explosion.
Dear God, every day I strive to be closer to your light.
Cyanide and happiness. Battle Royale.
I pray that when Judgment Day, that most holiest of days, comes upon us, when you bring all the good people to heaven, that I may live in eternal glory by your side. Amen.
Little help? Thanks, brah.
Oh, please, yes.
Harold! Get down here this instant! You didn't bring the leaves!
Smell you later, you old bag!
Signing up right now.
I can't believe we got to show that trailer. That's so great.